Hornets are getting those high-quality looks. They're just not dropping their defense on point, though, Terrence.
Absolutely has been, and this is what it leads to. Brandon Miller.
Had multiple guys tossed, including Coach Lee. I talked to Miles Bridges this morning after shoot-around about that, and he said, look, we're trying to keep our emotions in check, but as you can see, it's already pretty hot in here.
Terrence, you've been in some rivalry games before. What's the key to keeping your cool?
I think you just have to continue to play aggressively and play without. It's on some of your better playmakers to slow it down, make sure you get to the correct shots, and you just can't dive in and other things, guy, but he better show a little bit longer on Cade Cunningham, because if he's able to line a couple up, it's going to be tough to stop.
Ken Robinson with the three, and that'll tie the game at 7. Very much a high-paced contest early on.
Exactly right. Got to jump to the ball side, terrific pass and finish. Piece of play both teams are playing with, got to convert on the other end.
Thompson down low for Duren, and he'll finish inside to give the Pistons the 2-point lead. They're a defense-first kind of team. They almost naturally score closer to that. Hornets making some subs. James Kalkbrenner in the game. LaMelo unlocks the cylinder for distance and gives the Hornets back the lead. Makes it a 1-point margin in favor of Charlotte. Cunningham knocks it down from the elbow.
I think he's built to guard somebody like Cade Cunningham. Sometimes you're going to give up some tough ones.
Hello ball. Yes! Everyone other than LaMelo still cool. Sard Thompson. Turn around. Bank is open. You know the law of averages has to work out at some point.
It's going to turn around, but just continue getting the right shots. And still looks a little hesitant, not willing to really pull the trigger because of just not being fresh, right? It's taking him a little bit of time.
Harris LeVert to Holland. Oh my gosh.
Of course. Still going to have a little bit more getting out.
Herter picks off the pass. Pass break, LeVert missed the lay-in, Holland the putback.
And as a result, it's pushing the offense out further towards half court. Here's a perfect example.
Harris LeVert the steal, fast break started, Holland will finish it. Pulled Diabate and Green to start the second quarter. LaMelo with the step back. Swish! Diabate, shot put attempt was good.
The help side goes away to Khan, knowing he's a shooter. Musa got to be able to knock down that little 8-footer.
Duren trying to bully his way inside. He's got the deuce.
I think Jalen Duren, much like Sion James, has had his biceps.
Oh my goodness! LaMelo from the wings of a logo! Making that late surge for an All-NBA nod. More importantly, trying to help the Hornets surge up the standings. Right now, 9th, but they could climb as high as 5th in the East. Hornets now down 4. Knipple, corner 3.
Gets back in transition.
Jenkins, nice speed for Duren, who's up to a dozen.
I saw him play whenever he was in high school. He was the same size.
Late on that fine for Knipple, and the Pistons with another breakout. Oh, Diabate! Jalen Duren up to 14 points. Charlotte with a couple of blocks. Now Knipple. They're wandering around with no gloves on.
No,
but he's a pretty skilled player.
I think there's no question about it. But him creating that space starts with that initial physicality, right?
Thompson draws a crowd. Stewart banks it in.
Part of that's his doing. Part of it's Sion's playing terrific defense.
Brandon Miller catch and shoot 3 is good. That's number 200 on the season. That's 3 players with 200 or more threes for Team Teal this season. Cade Cunningham will go for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
And that's more his game, right? Percentages over the last 5 games have actually gotten better.
Brandon Miller picks it off. Down by the Pistons to get back. Hornets find Knipple in the corner. Automatic.
The Milwaukee kid.
Cade Cunningham banks it in, and
that hasn't been the case with him. Big time pass.
low ball, nice read there off the double team. Didn't quite go down. They find Duncan Robinson for an open.
Coach John Beeline had a really nice NBA career.
LaMelo. And this time the Pistons clear the glass. Cade Cunningham cherry picking. It's 0 for 4 from 3 to start the third quarter. They had a slow start to the game. They figured it out. Musa Diabate, high percentage shot. Tobias Harris doesn't get the roll on the midi. And Charlotte once again can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Brandon Miller! Fabulous feed from LaMelo! Dishing. Bridges. Almost hit that one from South Carolina, but Musa, another offensive board. And Melo gets the bounce! 270 and counting. He just passed, here's a name for you, Kurt Rambis. From the Hornets all-time list. One, Miller, Musa, Knipple, Grant Williams, and LaMelo Ball, the 5 on the floor. Miller, turn around, yes. Tough.
It helps to be 6'9". You get stuck about 8 feet out. You got to make something happen. Terrific play.
Harris is stripped. Hornets can take back the lead. Knipple flying to the cup.
Take away his ability to jump. Kind of gets the easy layup.
Fourth Hornet to double figures. Sar Thompson blasts LaMelo out of the way and puts it down. You're in the midway mark of this third quarter, and it's anybody's game. Cunningham. On Knipple. Finds Melo. Extra pass. Miller for 3.
It's a big time shot.
Robinson. Obi White, nice move. Everything but the finish. Harris transition 3 is good. Terrence Oglesby and Ashley Stroline sitting in for Eric Collins, Del Curry, and Shannon Spake tonight. Glad you could be with us. Hornets, nice dish. Zion James the finish inside. Miller gathers, off balance, doesn't matter. Annis Jenkins doesn't get the roll. Oh, and a tap back. Hornets have it with the Rookie of the Year candidate. Knipple stripped, hit ahead. Herter, and it's a 2-possession lead for Detroit. Duran fires it out. Annis Jenkins. Pull up from the foul line, yes. And the lead is up to 7 now for the Pistons.
That's what he's so good at. He took advantage of his opportunity.
Miles Bridges with the right hand. Foul was Moose's 4th, so the Hornets pull him for the moment. Bring Kalkbrenner back in. Herter with the shot clock winding down, knocks down the 3, and it's the largest lead of the game for Detroit. They're up. Duran. Thompson.
Biggerstaff pulling no punches. Jalen Duran's coming back in the game as well.
Inbounds pass picked up by Robinson. Duran, lob, Harris, slam. Lead is up to 21. How much of this is maybe a message being sent by Detroit on what could be expected if there is a playoff series between these two?
Well, I was thinking just that.
Can they host a postseason game still? Absolutely. And they control their own destiny for that. They win Sunday in New York, and they'll be right back here at the Holland.
I also think it says a lot about how
seed and taking on these same Detroit